Here is Lubera Co. UK, the Swiss fruit and berry plant producers and breeders. My name is Markus Kobelt, I'm founder and breeder of Lubera. I'm speaking today about breeding England's Golden Delicious. Here in our breeding fields you see a whole row of new yellow apple varieties. It's a long row, about 15 or 12 varieties, and it's a long way to breed a new yellow variety. What's the history of this row? The history of this row is that we made crosses for yellow varieties. One moment. We made crosses for yellow varieties about 10-12 years ago, and then we selected the most interesting varieties in our breeding fields about 5 years ago, and then we produced a new generation of trees to test these varieties better, to have a closer look at these varieties, and that's the reason of this planting of this row. What are our goals? Of course, Golden Delicious is not always renowned known as the best apple. Sometimes also bad qualities are coming to the market, but in general Golden Delicious is a very good apple with high sugar and good acidity with much content. So there are many people who like yellow apples. And our task is to breed better yellow apples with even higher sugar and higher acidity than Golden Delicious, perhaps also a little bit nicer with a small or little red blush, and with better storage ability and more resistance, because in the garden you can't really grow a Golden Delicious because it's very susceptible to scab, and with some scab you won't have very nice Golden Delicious apples, because you are seeing the scab on the apples very good, and the apples then are not very nice. So it's not a variety for the garden, but resistant Golden Delicious types you could grow in your garden, and that is one of the reasons we are breeding new Golden Delicious. Why I'm saying that we are breeding perhaps England's Golden Delicious? We think that English consumers, English apple friends also in the supermarkets would prefer a Golden Delicious with higher sugar and also higher acidity than normal apples, Golden Delicious apples, so with more content. So bringing the Golden Delicious a little bit more near to a Cox type apple. Of course it should be a sweet apple, a more sweet apple, but a little bit more near to a Cox type apple. That is our breeding goal, and we think that with this variety, number 40, we have achieved this goal. We have very high sugar, very high acidity, and if we are making tests with colleagues, with friends, also with workers in our nursery, about 50% of the people are saying it's a sweet apple, and about 50% of the people are saying it's a more sour or acid apple or fresh apple. So we are exactly in the middle, and we think that would be England's new Golden Delicious. So we will see, we hope in some years that we will sell this variety also to gardeners in UK, and perhaps also one day to consumers in UK. Stay tuned, see in our videos what is new at Lubera, discuss with us what is your opinion about Golden Delicious. Do you like Golden Delicious? Don't believe everything I'm telling you, and go on planting apple trees.